Hi friends. So I want to talk a little bit about the nervous system as it relates to our digestion and this practice or process of a digestive reset. You've probably heard the phrase before, rest and digest, and that is one of the simple ways of describing the function of the parasympathetic nervous system. So we have two primary branches of the nervous system: the sympathetic, which is activation, get up and go get the mail, catch the thing that you dropped, go to work, do anything difficult, but also respond in a self-protective way. So it's typically referred to as fight flight, but it's way more nuanced than that. It's also like just the active participation in life. And the rest and digest is the function of the parasympathetic, and that is our capacity and the necessity for our system for us to be able to sit back, relax, and allow the body to do what it needs to do to enable us to more easily, more readily, with more vitality, get up and go as needed. So I know that many of you are perpetually seeking balance here, finding balance between the rest portion of your life, that rest and receptivity, and the get up and go, the creation, the navigating stress. And the digestion is a vital component of our capacity to do that, to be in balance. But the digestion is also our barometer for how we are managing things. I think most people take for granted their digestion. Things become normal. Like it's just normal for someone to have belching or burning or gas or not poop every day or poop multiple times a day. And by multiple, I'm actually meaning like 3 or 4. We just start to take for granted that this is how we are, when in fact, our body is trying to tell us something really important. So digestion rules everything. It's the centerpiece of our health, and particularly from an Ayurvedic perspective, the digestion is the primary concern, because any medicine, whether we're talking food as medicine or herbal medicine or pharmaceutical medicine, is not going to be functional if we aren't able to digest, if we're not digesting properly. So, I include myself in this camp of being sort of a supplement junkie, but I really try to temper that with this awareness and understanding that it doesn't matter. It's essentially wasted money if I don't have a strong digestion. So again, how does this play into nervous system and our stress response? Well, in order to support our digestion, in order to strengthen our digestion, we actually really have to scale back and simplify. So in order to enable the rest and digest function, we have to rest. We have to give our digestive system a rest. What we're taking in, not only through our mouth, but through our eyes and through our ears, and what we are participating in that's drawing energy from our body. So what I want to offer you is a really simple practice that can support our nervous system in doing what it is designed to do, which is to wave throughout the day, through states of activation and settling. We're designed to be adaptable and to navigate complexity. That doesn't mean that if we do this practice, then we can just keep going at the pace we've been going, or keep adding shit onto our pile of shit. What it means is, through engaging these practices and having the experience of settling, generally we will strengthen and clarify that capacity to recognize, oh, I do need a rest. Oh, this is too much. I think that would put me over the edge, so I'm going to say no tonight, or I'm actually full and I'm going to stop. So this practice is called orienting, and it is the practice of using your eyes to scan your space. I know it's very basic. I know almost all of you who are joining in with me have done this before in this deliberate way. I probably sound like a broken record, but it is primary to our organism's sense of safety. To use our eyes to get clear about where we are, and even this mobilization of our musculature and the skeletal structure of our neck is all part of how our system works. It is movement. It is movement of these muscles, activation of our ocular nerve, and cognitive, right? I know now where I am and what the conditions are. And so my organism can go, or my organism can go, I actually need to adjust the air conditioning, or I need to make sure that door is closed, or I would like, right? We get more present and more aligned with what is actually happening. So go ahead and try it if you haven't already. And if it feels awkward or maybe even stress-inducing to do this orienting practice, I invite you to start with an objective. Find 5 round objects in your space. And notice body sensations, notice quality of breath, notice your thoughts. And then do it again. Orient again, slowly, allowing your eyes to take in more of the fine details. Part of our nervous system function is to get as much information in as quickly as possible, so we skip things, right? If we're sort of in a stressed or heightened state, we're generally moving quite quickly and just like, eyes darting around and not taking in the fine details. That's why you can show up a place you've been 45 times and be like, did you just paint that wall? No, it's always been that color. That's the mechanism. So if you deliberately slow yourself down, you might notice a surge of emotion, or you might notice, a real settling. You might notice both. But this orienting practice is something that you can employ multiple times a day to support your nervous system remembering how to settle, to support your body having more access to the rest and digest state. It doesn't mean that you're going to be somehow disabled, right? Your nervous system wants to do this. By allowing yourself to have more natural periods of settling, you might find you need fewer collapse moments, that feeling of just wanting to block everything out. If we can regulate our nervous system by having more of these micro moments of deep rest, then life becomes more sustainable. So I hope this was helpful. And if you have any questions, please reach out.